Hello friends, and welcome to the Through the Eyes of George YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about partying. Do you like to party? I like to party. I love having a good time. Actually, we're going to talk about political parties and their factions. George Washington had a disdain for political factions and political parties. In his farewell address, he talked about the dangers of those and geographical discriminations of such factions within parties. In his farewell address, he writes, in this book, Washington's Farewell by John Avlon, this spirit of political parties, unfortunately, is inseparable from our nature, having its root in the strongest passions of the human mind. George knew that political factions would be inevitable. It exists under different shapes in all governments, more or less stifled, controlled, or repressed, but in those of the popular form, like how we have today, Democrat and Republican, it is seen in its greatest rankness and is truly their worst enemy. Political parties, George knew, would be one of the greatest weaknesses of our country, because the whole point of the American Revolution and everything that he did was unity. Unity of the states to suppress a strong federal government. Unity and distinctness of each state being unique but working together. The power of the 10th Amendment. Now, further in Washington's farewell address, he writes, "Liberty itself will find in such a government with powers, properly distributed and adjusted, its surest guardian. It is indeed little else than a name. Liberty is just a name, where the government is too feeble to withstand the enterprises of faction." So, I say all this to remind you to work together. Political parties don't need to be at odds with each other. Don't you all want health and prosperity? Don't you all want good jobs? Don't you all want great transportation to travel wherever you need to? So what's the problem? There shouldn't be backroom deals or useless spending or expenditures on this and that just to get a deal to serve yourself as a political member or as a politician or someone representing a group of people in a political party. Political parties are one of this country's greatest weaknesses, and we should work together. In Washington's farewell address and in other correspondence that he had, he saw firsthand the divisiveness in his own cabinet in his first year as president, or first term as president, when Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton had newspaper outlets talking about each other, talking about fake news about each other, Jefferson and Hamilton. He saw that firsthand, and he knew that we need to work together and work especially strong on the common ground from there and branch out to what else we can do for each other as a community and as a country. Thank you for watching this video. Looking forward to talking with you soon.